great start. Hi, I'm Alexandra, and I'm with the Peninsula Guitar Series, and I'm here with Marc Teicholz, who will be performing this Saturday in duo with Michael Partington at 7 p.m. at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church in San Bruno. Marc, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Alex.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you and Michael met and started playing together?
Michael and I met several decades ago. He was competing in a competition up in the Northwest, and I was on the jury, and I voted for him. So I guess that made me popular in his eyes to each other. We taught at various festivals, summer festivals over the years, and then in those festivals we would occasionally, just for fun, play a piece at each other's concerts, you know, as a kind of just a treat for us to play a duo. And so it just happened in a very natural, disorganized way.
You're very well known for as a soloist, and how is it different for you to prepare as a chamber musician?
I think it's a really good question. I think what appeals to me, I mean, we're not really a professional duo in the way that, you know, solo duo or you know, duo males. These are professional duos, and they have to put their full effort into it to sound the way they do, the way you do. So for us, it's a kind of diversion. It's just a pleasure. It's something we do as a kind of vacation from what we normally do. So in that sense, it's very relaxing, and there's less sense of pressure or stress in that way, and I think that's its chief appeal. And then, of course, the other side to it is it's much more. It's more about negotiation. You know, the rehearsals are negotiations. Someone thinks it should be faster, someone thinks it should be slower. You get disagreements. You have to decide, is this important to talk about? Is it not important? How much should you just ignore? You know, say, oh, it's just casual. We're not going to worry about all these little things. Or should you worry about all these little things? And so you have to sort of constantly make these relationship decisions about what to talk about or what not to talk about. And that, of course, is not something you do when you're doing a solo. So we're going to do some transcriptions and some pieces originally written for the combination. The transcriptions include a movement of a string quartet by Haydn, and what else? The famous La Vida Breve by Falla, and one more. Oh, a Beethoven sonata, a little Beethoven sonata. And then the original pieces are a piece by Sohr, his Memories of Russia, which he went to Russia to follow a beautiful ballerina he fell in love with. Came back with a nice set of variations. And what else? Oh, it's very important, this piece by David Conti, who teaches here at the conservatory. And it's a piece he wrote about 20 years ago. Yeah, almost 20 years ago. And it's based on a book, literature of James Agee, Death in the Family, and it's a portrayal of sort of small town summertime life in 4 movements. Very beautiful, sort of nostalgic Americana kind of music. And then the piece that you play, the Sonatina Canonica, which is a piece by Tedesco where the first guitar plays something and then is immediately followed, sort of like the dog chasing his tail. You know this piece. It's way too hard to play. Anyway, but it's a very charming piece, and it has a beautiful barcarolle second movement and a fandango in the third movement, and impossible first movement.
Yes,
Yeah.
guitar one.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you feel differently on stage as a solo versus chamber setting?
So at first, since we don't play that often together, there's a few concerts where you're constantly sort of feeling each other out, and where can you push and where do you have to sort of toe the line, and where are the boundaries. But as you do it after a while, it becomes more natural. It becomes, you don't have to, it becomes less artificial in the way you play, and you can just sort of go and the person, you feel the other person better. And then as you get better at it, or at least you get more experienced at it, it becomes more like solo playing, which is just you listen and you react and you go.
Well, thank you so much for meeting me today. And we're so excited to have you on Peninsula this Saturday at 7 p.m. at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church on the Peninsula Guitar Series.
Thank you.
Thank
you,
so
Alex.
much,
It's
Mark.
nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.